Hey everybody, the cameraman here. Today is Sunday, August 28th. It's 1:42 p.m. I'm approaching the Hollenbeck or Hollenbeck. I believe that's pronounced Hollenbeck. We're here to do a follow-up audit with California Guardian. He was handcuffed for filming the back gate. We're about to approach right now and see if they detain us and run our ID. I'm gonna be doing silent treatment. The only thing I'm gonna say is I don't answer questions and I don't consent to searches, and that's gonna be it. And if they cuff me, I'm gonna go dead weight. So, because I'm not gonna contribute to a kidnapping.
How are you guys doing today? Hey, sir. Can I help you? Nope. All right. That's good. Why are you guys filming? Why are you guys filming? Gentlemen, I'm asking you a simple question. How you doing, sir? What brings you to Hollenbeck Station today? You know, let's go back to the back gate. Let's record the back gate.
Okay.
Record the back gate? Let's record the back gate. Hey, I'll walk with you guys.
Oh.
So what brings you to the station today?
Are you our handler? Are you here to handle us?
No, I'm here to talk to you, find out what's going on.
Is it any of your concern?
Yes, it is.
Are we breaking any laws?
No.
Then why are you out here harassing citizens? We're not breaking any laws.
I'm not harassing anybody. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, it's a form of harassment. You know, coming out here for not breaking the laws. So would you go follow like that person right there if they're not breaking the law?
What person?
What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Moore, 27147.
Did Lieutenant Newberry have a talk with your department yet?
Yes, he did.
Okay, then why are you out here then?
Find out what you guys are doing.
It's none of your business what we're doing.
Okay.
Anyway, besides that, I'm sorry guys, I said it'd be a silent one, but not. So.
Okay. So how are you guys doing today?
Why are you following us for? What's the reason?
Like I said, I'm just asking you what you're doing out here.
What does it look like we're doing?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What does it look like we're doing?
I'm asking you, what are you doing?
What do I have in my hand?
You have a camera.
And what am I doing with it?
You tell me, what are you doing with it?
What am I doing with it?
I'm asking you, what are you doing out here?
Am I in a public place?
Yes.
Am I doing anything legal?
I'm asking you, what are you doing?
Am I doing anything illegal?
No.
Then why are you approaching me?
I'm out here walking the sidewalk just like any other citizen.
Okay, so why don't you go ask that person over there what they're doing? Why don't you go ask them?
Because I'm talking to you.
No, because you're talking with a person that has a camera, you know, and you guys deem it suspicious activity.
Who said that?
Well, according to your officers last week, you see that man standing right there?
Yeah.
You guys illegally detained that gentleman right there because he was recording the back of your gate last week.
Okay.
And I spoke to numerous of your sergeants and numerous of your detectives that directly stated if you are recording the back, you will be handcuffed and you will be detained, you will be identified.
Okay.
Now, I went to the captain. The captain didn't have time, so Lieutenant Newberry called me up.
Okay.
And says it looks like we need to train our officers more because if that guy was right there on the sidewalk, not doing anything wrong, filming, then he shouldn't have been handcuffed like that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. I am recording in a public place.
Yes, you are.
So now I told you, now
and
you
you're
can
doing a
leave.
good job.
And now you can leave.
And what's your last name, sir?
I'm not going to identify myself.
It's a public sidewalk.
Do I have to identify myself?
You can't order me to leave.
Do I have to identify myself?
You can't order me to leave.
Okay, so, you're approaching people with cameras, but you're not approaching the people walking across the street that don't have no cameras. Why is that?
Because I'm here to talk to you.
Because I have the camera, correct?
Yeah, I like your bandana you're wearing. That's why I'm talking to you. I like his hat.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. You know, all the videos that are up on YouTube, they know that cops are full of shit these days. Excuse my language, guys, but you guys are. You guys are so full of crap these days.
Okay.
You guys want to pull up suspicious activity because somebody with a camera. Do you know what PC 148G says?
That's your opinion.
I have a copy of PC 148G if you'd like to read it.
Sure, I'd love to read it.
Oh, well then be my guest.
Hey, I'm always willing to be educated by the public.
Okay. All right, cool. And so Newberry actually talked to you guys about us reporting in public place.
We don't have a Lieutenant Newberry here. We have a Lieutenant Mayberry here.
Mayberry. Okay, Mayberry. I apologize, Mayberry. It's Lieutenant Mayberry.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be handcuffed. I'm not going to be detained and stuff like that. So you guys got educated by your lieutenant then finally, right?
We actually looked at. Were you the one that called?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Crow?
Yes,
Crow?
I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
We did look up at SB 411.
Okay, and you guys did. Are you the sergeant that I talked to that day?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, let me do it like this. Whoa! Let me do it like this. We shake the man's hand.
Hey, Sergeant Moore, nice to meet you.
Hey, you know. Okay. Let me hold on a second. Let me do it like this. I want to do it like this. Hey, give me a guardian.
Oh, this looks the same as SB 411. Is this the one you're talking
It's
about?
basically the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. Now. Okay. I want to get this on camera right here. Sergeant Moore.
Yes.
We did call up and we did make some complaints.
Okay.
And they did have a talk and they realized that they were wrong.
Well, hold on. We're researching it now.
Okay. You're researching.
Yes, we are.
You're researching.
Yes.
Now this is the man that
we're
you
asking
guys.
the city attorney to research.
Okay. But you got PC 148G that says, you know, if you're recording a public place, there's no reason for detainment. It's not, and it cannot be considered as a suspicious crime.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the section, but go ahead. I'll take you
cool.
at face value.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Now this is the man right here that you guys handcuffed, which was cool because you guys got another sergeant that came out and says uncuff that man.
That's correct.
That was cool. Now this is the man right here. Is there anything that you want
What's
to
his
say
name?
to him?
Hey, Mr. Pratt? Sergeant Moore? Hey, nice to meet you.
Moore. Are you guys
Hey, what's your name,
with,
sir?
Terry
I'm
versus
not
Ohio?
giving my name.
Okay, you're not giving your... Yes, we are.
Are you also familiar with Glick versus Cunnify?
I'm not familiar with that case, though.
I think you guys should research that. You guys realize that cuffing me is completely illegal.
Okay.
Searching me was completely illegal.
I'll tell you
Taking
what.
my ID was.
I'll tell you what. Can you guys step over here? I'm going to use that car and write down the cases. Just like when you called and talked to me. Hey, you gave me the cases. I wrote them down.
I appreciate your time, brother. I really
no
do,
problem.
man.
See?
I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Hey, we're here to work with you.
Alrighty.
Come on over.
Okay.
Alrighty. So go ahead. Can you get closer to the camera so we can, so I can hear you guys both? Can you step up to them a little bit? You know we're not armed. We don't have no malicious intent or anything like that.
Well, I assume you don't have.
We're only armed with cameras.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Cameras are fine.
I'm bad with names. I apologize. I didn't remember your name, but you did tell me your name.
That's all right.
You talked.
Yes, I did. Okay.
Okay,
What was it?
Glick versus Cunnify. C-U-N-I-F.
Okay, hold on. Slow down. C-U-N.
U-N-I-F-E-E.
What was the other one?
This one is Terry versus Ohio.
Yeah, we talked about that one. Okay.
Basically, filming in public and filming public officials and public servants in of itself is not suspicious of committing a crime and does not warrant being handcuffed or searched. And I don't have to identify myself.
You're right. I agree with you there. The research that we've done so far, I agree with you.
So can I ask you a question, sir? Okay.
Sure. Two cameras.
With them
That's why I'm
officers-
here to talk to
okay,
you and
with,
get
with
educated.
them officers that did that, because it states that ignorance to the law to us, it doesn't matter. We still be handcuffed, we still be arrested if we don't know the law, if we break the law. Now, according to that, just because you guys didn't know the laws at the time and now being educated on the laws, what's going to happen to those officers, you know, that committed those criminal acts against this man?
Well, I don't know if they'd be considered criminal acts, but there is a personnel complaint you generated.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
And they're going to look into the complaint.
Sergeant
It's-
Moore,
it's
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If I was going to grab that young man over there without his permission, would I commit a crime?
Wouldn't that be a form of kidnapping?
Well, just grabbing him without his permission, isn't that 240, 242 assault and battery under the California Penal Code?
Well, we would have to investigate it. I can't give you a blanket statement.
If I was to reach into his pocket and take his wallet without his permission, would that be 245 PC, felony robbery?
It would be 211 PC.
Oh, 211, I'm sorry.
245 is ADW.
But wouldn't that be robbery?
But
Would I
it
rob
depends.
him?
It could be a theft. It could be considered theft.
Isn't that what you guys did to this man when he was recording the back of the police department?
Well, the big question is that somebody else is going to have to look at, somebody much smarter than I am. They're going to have to look at it and decide.
but here's the thing,
Hold
though.
on, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to answer your question. This is the same problem we had when I talked on the phone.
Yeah, no,
Hey, I'll listen all day to you as long as you give me a chance to talk.
Okay, you got it.
Okay.
You got it.
The big question is, hey, what were the officers thinking? What was their mindset? And I think I told you, or they talked to me about some of the issues we've had. Okay, that we had a recent officer-involved shooting, and after the shooting, there were some local gang members that said they wanted to retaliate against the police.
Okay.
You ever been a gang member?
Sir, hold on. Just like I told him, I'm more than willing to listen to you. All I ask is
We asked some questions. Let's let us speak
Okay.
now. Let us speak now.
Anyways, they're saying that they're going to retaliate against the police, and then this gentleman's out here at the door. Hey, that's all it was. They wanted to come out and see what's going on.
Okay, now with that man's question, does he look like a gangbanger? He looks like a straight freaking toothless redneck to me.
Hey, that would not be my description, but
This is the first time I met the guy today.
Okay.
Lieutenant Mayberry asked me if I knew him personally like that. This is the first time I've actually met him today and talked to him and stuff. So, but see, like with my illegal detainment of Anaheim, if you looked up my YouTube channel, I have illegal detainment.
What's your YouTube channel?
Time to Stand.
I'm sorry?
Time to Stand.
Time to Stand.
Yeah,
Okay.
Time to Stand. Now, I have an ongoing investigation right now with Jonathan Yates of Anaheim for being illegally detained by Sergeant Starkey of Anaheim.
Okay.
Even though he said what I was doing was legal and lawful, he still detained me, tried to get me to say I was doing something wrong. Now, he said in the report that, a cop in Downey was ambushed and shot and killed in his cop car, and he used that for a reason. Now, if someone is like maybe walking down the street, acting suspicious, wearing like a grown man wearing like let's say a unicorn on his shirt, I deem that suspicious because grown men usually don't wear unicorns on their shirt. I mean, would you actually stop the guy and say, hey, someone called in suspicious activity, unicorn on your shirt?
Here's the problem we have, gentlemen. A lot of the stuff you guys are bringing up are very general.
Right.
Everything we do is based on the time, the location, the circumstances. There's a whole lot of things that come into play.
So you guys are using that as excuse of mindset. Okay, so mindset is I've gotten brutalized by cops before. So when a cop approached me, my set of mind, cops are bad. So would that give me every right to grab you and make sure you don't pull your gun on me? And if I had a gun, to pull my gun first because my reactions to cops are bad, would that be okay then?
I can't give you an answer on that. That's again, that
But
would
it's
be...
my mindset though, like you said, it was the mindset of the officer.
Am I gonna let me answer the question?
Go ahead.
My question, hey, just like on a lot of things, hey, there's usually a panel, 3, 5, 9 judges that look over this stuff. I can only talk about specifics and what I know, and that's it.
But see, I mean, a lot of cops these days, with the unlawful murders and the unlawful arrests they have, it's like Starkey told me in my video is that we'll take it to a jury, get an attorney. I retain no matter what. So it's like, you can sue the city and get money out of the city, but nothing comes out of you guys because you guys got straight up impunity. Because you guys are not held accountable for your guys' actions.
Do you mean immunity?
Immunity, yeah. I'm sorry, viewers, I said that wrong. I'm gonna get shit for that one. I'm gonna get shit for that one. But you guys do. I mean, there's officers right now from LAPD that was found not policy for killing a black person, but they're still on the force, and they still haven't gone to trial yet, even though the committee has already said they were found not in policy.
See, the issues you're talking about are way above my pay grade.
And that's what they always say.
Well, the issue is, hey, I'm a field sergeant here in Hollenbeck. Okay? Hey, I don't work out of, PAB downtown, or it's going by a new name now, but PHF. But a lot of the issues you're bringing up are the things that are decided by the police commission and by our chief. And you're talking 10
but
steps
the decisions, I'm sorry, the decisions should be made by the Constitution. The Constitution and federal law overrides all of your guys' policies. And officers, I'm sorry to say this, I'm probably going to get shit on it for bootlickers out there, but even for officer safety, just because I'm recording in the back, does not allow you to go against my constitutional First Amendment protected act. Is that correct? Or am I incorrect?
I'll tell you what. I think you have to take it situation by situation.
Okay.
Today, I'm going to tell you right now what you guys are doing is fine. That's why I just came out to talk to you. I didn't bring 20 people out with me.
That's surprising, man.
Can I ask you what changed in the week?
Since the officer stopped to talk to you, we did contact the city attorney. And we looked up SB 411, like you asked me to.
Okay, now what prompted that investigation? Was it me because I had called in and I made a big stink about it all day long calling you guys?
No, there was some concerns about his detention. He brought us some legitimate concerns.
Okay.
So, and I'll tell you what, hey, just like everything else, the law's evolving, police work's evolving, enforcement's evolving all the time. And so we're always looking to improve and get better. So, just like when I came out here to talk to you, it's just me.
You know what,
we didn't come out here with too many people.
I have recorded at 20 or more police departments and sheriff's stations.
Okay.
And never once has anybody put their hands on me except for here.
Okay. But I think you need to take into context the recent shooting, the recent threat against the officers.
No, we don't. I
That doesn't
apologize.
involve me.
Well, did you?
I apologize for that, but we
Okay.
don't. As long as we are being lawful.
I mean,
As
should
long
I
as-
hold you accountable
Hold on,
for
can
the
I
guys
just-
that beat up Rodney King?
Okay, hold on one second. I can only answer one
Okay.
question at a time.
Okay.
That's all I ask.
I mean-
and I'll answer your question
Okay.
too. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. And here's the deal. I'm sorry. Repeat your question.
Okay, now the thing of it doesn't matter if it's for officer safety or not. As long as I'm doing something lawful, you know, there's no reason to hold me accountable because, you know, there's a lash of law out there called prior restraint. Have you heard of that before?
Prior restraint.
Prior restraint.
Is it a term from a court case?
Yes, exactly. You cannot hold me accountable for something you think I might do later on. Okay? Or somebody else is doing. You know, you can't hold me accountable just because you got a phone call in here saying they're going to kill a cop. And if I'm out here recording, you know, you might think I might be that person. You know, yeah, you can come out, you can investigate, you can ask the questions.
Yeah.
But the Fifth Amendment says I ain't got to answer no questions.
And you're right. And I'll tell you what. When you guys said you didn't want to give your name, what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
What did I
Well,
say?
you already knew my name for the phone calls anyway.
No, actually, I didn't realize you were the same person until you introduced yourself.
When I said I didn't want to give my name, and they cuffed me and took my wallet, took my ID out of my wallet.
Okay, but the issue with that was I was telling you this is the first. Actually, this is the second incident since the shooting. So there are some extenuating circumstances now, and this is where this is the beauty of living in the United States. We can agree to disagree. Okay. Right? Hey, you've got your opinion. I respect that. If you think that's not a good reason, that's fine. Okay? Hey, this is the officer's opinion and this is what they were thinking at the time. Hey, I respect that also. Okay? So hold on 1 second. Let me answer this question. What's your question, sir?
Now, about the shooting. Now, was that publicly released information? Like, did you put that in the paper that you're expecting some sort of retaliation?
The information was released in the paper regarding
the shooting.
The threats against the officers, no.
Okay,
And
so...
we generally don't do that just because we don't want to concern the
okay.
public. That's just been the policy the whole time I've been on the job.
Okay, so the only people that would know of of a possible threat would be the officers.
The officers and the employees that work here, yes.
So in fair knowledge, this gentleman had
Okay, hold on, let me
no
finish.
information of the attack.
I know.
Okay. To finish the question, it's not just police officers that work here. There's also civilian employees that work here. So they need to be aware of the concern. But to answer your question, would he know about that? No.
Okay, that's
Okay.
all.
Sure.
So one more thing before I let you go, and I'm gonna turn this off.
Sure.
Should we be held accountable for somebody's actions? Should we be held accountable because you guys gotten threats? Because if that's so, this is a two-part question. If so, then can we react the same way to you guys as you guys react to us? Would that be lawful?
Well, let's answer the first part. Should you be held accountable for somebody else's actions? I don't think so. You took it to court. Let's say this gentleman committed a robbery. Are we going to come and arrest you because you were standing on the same corner?
Right.
In that case, no. But again, it's going to be each case is specific. And then I'm sorry, what's the second part of your?
The second part is, okay, if that's the case, like just because you guys got phone calls in saying threats or whatever like that, you guys actually held this man accountable for somebody else's actions. Should we as citizens hold every officer accountable for the other officer's actions for killing somebody? You know, like I said, you guys got the gun, you guys got the badge. You know, I've been assaulted by a cop before,
Okay.
so should I think that I should hold you accountable and go after you first before I think that you're gonna go after me?
Well, let me put it this way to start with. Okay, you've had a bad experience with officers prior. Okay, that's what forms your opinion. Would you agree?
Right.
Okay, your personality, your opinion, your actions out there. That's gonna influence your interaction with the officers. Agree?
To some point, like you came up to me respectfully. I was kind of upset you came up, but then you calmed me down and you de-escalated the situation. Like all cops should learn to de-escalate.
Hey, well, I'll
my
tell you what.
podcast, de-escalate.
Hey, after having the conversation on the phone, once we agreed that, hey, let one talk and the other one listen.
Yeah.
Hey,
And we still didn't do it. You hung up on me and I hung up at you at the same time.
Well, the problem was you kept talking over me, but I was trying to answer your questions that day. Okay. And I'll tell you what, the interesting thing, I've got a question for you, and it's up to you guys whether you want to answer it. I'm very curious. Are you guys doing this because you guys want to make sure the officers are doing the right thing and enforcing the law correctly?
Bottom line, that you stop it right there.
Okay.
I want
right
you
there.
guys to honor your oath, and I want to record.
Hold on. Okay. Sure. And you have every right to record. I don't have a problem.
I love this question.
The second half of that question now is, you've said you've made a lot of money off this.
No, I haven't. I made no money on it. I have a lawsuit going on with Anaheim PD right now.
Oh,
That's all. I've already filed. Anaheim PD, I've already filed a lawsuit. I'm not saying about money and everything. See, my thing is, I don't even want the money from the city.
Okay.
I want this cop fired. That's my main thing. I want this cop off the force because on the camera, he was willing to violate my rights. So what else is he doing off the camera?
I think officers out here try to do the best they can with the information they have. And that's the bottom line. That's what we do every day. And I'll give you an example. We roll up on a domestic violence call. We try to figure out what happened. Was there a crime? Who was the primary aggressor? We do the best that we can with the information we have.
But
that's what we do every day.
To me, I'm sorry, that's no excuse to handcuffing somebody even for a minute because he was lawful on what he was doing. Now, but let me go back to answer your question.
Sure.
When I first started doing I don't like doing cop watching because you don't get the whole story when you get somebody pulled over and stuff like that. I don't really like doing cop watching. I'm what you call a First Amendment officer. Is basically what I do. You know, I go around government buildings, you know, stuff like that, you know, and report them. I hope to God I get no reaction. I hope to God I do not want no reaction. And as you can see in my city council meeting that I did just recently, I spoke about this, and actually it brought a lot of emotion to me. I really didn't know how deep it ran in my heart.
Hey, what city council did you?
Buena Park.
It was Buena Park. If you look at it, now it's weird because we have cameras everywhere on us these days.
Yes, we do.
Okay, but once we put the cameras back on you guys, it's all of a sudden considered suspicious activity, and that's weird because we employ you guys.
No, I'll tell you what. I worked Hollywood for a long time. Okay, and it was very typical. I worked nights. All cell phones now have cameras. Okay, I got used to people coming up and filming while I was doing my investigation. My only concern was, hey, I'm trying to deal with this. I just don't want to be distracted with that or have to worry about. And this might sound funny, but being attacked by somebody off to the side. So all I asked is that they kept a safe distance.
Right.
Does that sound reasonable?
Oh yeah, no, of course.
So, but the difference there is I'm on a traffic stop. Here, by coming here, I think you would agree, one of our concerns is homegrown terrorists attacking a station. And it's happened before. And I'm sure you're familiar with it.
I'm familiar with it.
Okay. So that's our concern. Is this person that's coming up and filming, are they a homegrown terrorist that's looking to do surveillance on a target? That's all it is.
And that's
now,
what, if you look...
Now, here's where we could have done
ahead.
better with Mr. Craig, to answer your question. The officers could have taken a minute longer to talk to you and find out what's going on. Do you agree?
I think so. But I think it still would have resulted in the same concept because I was not willing to give up my name because I hadn't committed a crime. In California, I don't have to give my name if I'm not being charged with a crime.
That's correct. Or not being, but not just charged with a crime. If you're being detained for a criminal investigation, we can request your name.
But they have to be able to articulate a crime that
Absolutely.
committed.
Absolutely, but you're saying charge. If we see, if we're investigating crime, we usually ask for somebody's name. But in this case, they should have talked to you some more and said, hey, can you tell us what's going on while you're filming?
But if you don't want to answer that question, then what would be the next step? Because according to the Fifth Amendment, you don't have to answer the question. So up to that next step, when you say, I'm sorry, I don't answer any questions.
I'll tell you what, in my opinion, what I'd do next, hey, just talk to you like I'm doing it now. Hey, once everybody got over being mad, hey, we're having a nice, reasonable conversation, right?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, the incident still happens, so that's why I told you one day I'm coming down here, man. I told you one day.
And I'll tell you what, hey, you were kind of defensive when I first walked up. Hey, I'm just out here to talk to you. Hey, I'm just like you guys.
But this shouldn't be though. You guys shouldn't be. I mean, go ahead and kick back and kind of like look to see if we got any weapons on us, kind of like, you know, whatever like that. But if we're not doing nothing wrong, and you know, you guys are educated on the law, supposedly more than we are. You know, we as First Amendment auditors, we just educate ourselves on this portion of the law because we want to make sure that we are not doing nothing wrong. We are being.
And you guys brought up a good point that I deal with our detectives all the time. And this is a technical thing for you guys to realize. Hey, as police officers, especially patrol officers, we're expected to be jack of all trades. We're supposed to know about GTAs, burglaries, robberies, narcotics, child abuse, forgery, and the list goes on and on and on. And we're supposed to be expert in all those. The fact of the matter is just too much information for one person to know everything about.
Well, another thing is too.
Okay, just hold on 1 second. So, just like in this case, hey, once you brought it to our attention, you were concerned. We didn't stop. We didn't just kiss you off.
Yeah.
Hey, I wrote down the information regarding SB 411. We printed it out. We looked it up. We talked to our city attorney. She's looking into it. So I think those are the things that you expect from the employees that work for you.
That's what we want done.
Okay, and here's the bottom line. Here's the other thing I wanted to let you guys know and let all your viewers know. Hey, we're just humans. We make mistakes. But the most important thing for us, we want to go home to our families just like you do, just like he does. And unfortunately, hey, there's some people that don't want us to go home to our families. If you look at the Dallas shooting and some of these other things, hey, that's always in the back of our mind.
I'm not getting that, but I want to say one thing to that is that
Sure.
you have all the bad officers to thank for that shooting. Because all your bad officers that are killing, and it's not just blacks, it's whites, it's Mexicans, it's all races that are out there. It's just that the news media puts it out there when blacks get killed and like that, and the news media is just blocked on that shit to start a race division.
Well,
People don't really notice that
it's
stuff.
race baiting.
But you know, those officers, they need to be held accountable. And until these officers are being held accountable, you're gonna have this BLM group. You're gonna have, you know, the KKK coming out. Whatever group's coming out, you know, you're gonna have these freaking mass shootings of cops. As long as your cops aren't being held accountable for your guys' situation. And unfortunately, just like some innocent people get out there, get shot by cops, you're gonna have innocent cops get shot too.
Okay.
And it's sad.
Okay. Well,
Viewers, please don't get me wrong. I do not hate cops. It's sad. Please stop shooting these cops and go after them legally.
well, let me ask you guys this. The big question for me, hey, you guys all seem like three decent guys.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great
Okay.
job, great life, great wife.
Okay, good. Okay. Hey, are there some guys that follow the same philosophy that you do that might not be such decent guys?
And we're hoping on our videos that it does
No, I mean the First Amendment rights guys. Would you say some of them are not the nicest guys?
I'm one of them that go out and cuss and scream, and I get on, cops' ass.
Okay.
If that's what you were asking.
No, I
I'm
don't
not
mean
a nice guy
like that.
sometimes.
But what I'm saying is, hey, we come from the same community all you guys do. So, hey, just like there's bad doctors, hey, there's bad attorneys, there's bad priests, you name it, whatever group there is, there's people that make mistakes and do bad things. Agree?
Agree.
Okay. So a lot of times we have to do the best with what we have. The one thing I'd ask you guys is to look at, there's a Washington Post article regarding officer-involved shootings. Very interesting. If your viewers get a chance, go and read it. It gives you.
What is that now? Tell me again.
It's a Washington Post article regarding officer-involved shootings. And it breaks down every shooting, where it occurred. It's very interesting, but that way you have a fact-based conversation regarding officer-involved shootings instead of an emotional-based one. Because it breaks it down, where it occurred, what time, who was involved. Very, very interesting article, very well written, very fair. I really liked it. If you get a chance, you should look at it.
I'm going to say this before I cut my recording off, and I do want to do it this way, if I may. You know, I'm going to let everybody know right now, shoot, my shit's like all very bugged up and shit. You know, people, I do not freaking hate cops. I do not hate cops. I do hate the ones that do go against the Constitution. This man right here, I had called up, and we had a discussion on the phone, kind of heated at times and this and that. He hung up on me at one point, hung up at him, but here we are today at Hollenbeck, and it looks like, thanks to this man right here, come over here, brother, come over here, come over here.
Go ahead, you can step in.
No, you're over here too. Cameraman, get over here, brother. It looks like, thanks to this man right here, you know, education has been done, and they're looking into the laws with that. We got a sergeant right here, real cool, real awesome. We got the cameraman right here. You know, and I want you guys to know we do not hate cops. We just want cops to go by the Constitution and their oath, and for them to learn our rights and go by the oath that they took. Sergeant Moore, I appreciate your time.
It's nice meeting you.
And you're awesome, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it.
It was nice
Nice to
meeting you.
meet you. I'm the cameraman. Check out my channel.
Okay. Hey, nice meeting you.
That's it, man.
Now, looks like
I love to get great cops on film. I mean, if you look at my channel, you're going to see I have a lot of good cops on.
I don't know. Now, this guy's been in the blue shirt over there has been walking around for a fairly long time while we're out here. I've been recording for about 30 minutes now, this conversation. It appears that we may have a 5150 individual, but I'm not too sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, here's the issue.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
You gotta step back a little bit. I understand your concern. I really do. Hey, you feel that
Let's see what he's
they violate.
doing, because I don't know what that is. It appears to be some sort of waste container, or it appears to be some sort of closed donation bin. What's this guy doing? Okay.
This is real. This isn't. No, I know.
This is about to.
Esoteric idea. This is reality for us on a day-to-day basis. We never know what we're going to do.
Okay, this gentleman
And some of the stuff that you
must be walking out in traffic.
are not esoteric, but these are now, I'll tell you what, Mr. I would have no problem.
Yeah.
Sergeant Moore.
We're all
Yes,
good,
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Great cop right here, man. Awesome cop.
You believe you guys have guns, tasers, pepper spray.
Well, I mean, there's so many homeless. I mean, Governor Jerry Brown declared it an issue. This.
To suspend my constitutional rights because you guys have a concern. Suspicion.
But that's unfortunate. That's LA, everybody. Governor Jerry Brown has declared homelessness in the state of California a statewide emergency. We have over 116,000 homeless individuals in the state of California. Notice all the cans are tipped over. I don't know if it's all by the same gentleman or individual. But we have LAPD crews are about to pull in. So I'm about to go film that. Let's see if
Hey, dude, they handcuffed them and legally took
Stop.
his ID. That's fine. You look responsible. Like, you're not over here.
Okay, there. Oh no, he's not gonna pull in there. No, instead he's gonna go down that street. Huh. Well, that's what we want. We want to get some footage of them going in here. But it appears he doesn't want to go in there while I guess we're out here. So I'm going to head back over to the verbal conversation. But it seems to me we have a pass. They have learned from their mistake, and they've came up and approached us nicely and didn't violate our rights. I think we had a fairly good conversation with the sergeant. And I think I'm going to about end the recording right here.